everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I'm here with a giant unboxing for you. I'm pretty sure that my first unboxing at my channel was called like my epic book haul. I have no idea what I'm calling this one. You'll obviously see it in the title. But that one had 31, I think, books. This book outlet order that I placed has 41 books in it. Not all of them are for me. Some of these are gifts. Some of these are for people for Christmas. Some of them are for the traveling book program, but a lot of these are also just for me. We're gonna jump into it. I'm gonna show you everything, even the gifts. The people that these are for don't watch this channel, so it's not gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna dive into this. I have my scissors, because I didn't open it yet, because I wanted to be able to like hold it for the thumbnail, but I'm not going to try to hold it again because it's legitimately really very heavy. Normally, this box comes with like a ton of paper. That's all the paper mine has. I think it was $122 for 41 books. I want to try to show you this, but I know it's going to be really sketchy, so just get ready. Ready? The box is full to the very top, and it's a giant box. Like, it's full to the top. First up are some little guys. This is for my nephew because he's obsessed with Frozen. So this will be one of his Christmas little like stocking stuffer, little tiny gifts. And then I got this for one of my amazingly morbid friends. This is the Edgar Allan Poe adult coloring book. Got like little lines from his poetry inside of it. I just think that adult coloring books are such a great way to de-stress. So I got this for one of my friends. She's beautifully morbid and I thought that she would really like that. So I go to her place on Christmas Eve and I figured I could bring that for her. Also, she is obsessed with Wonder Woman, so I picked this up. They had the new 52 Volume 1 Blood Wonder Woman graphic novel bind up. I don't know anything about it, but I figured she may not have it. Even if she does, no big deal. It was like a couple bucks. I figured I would just bring this as like a little housewarming little gift with the coloring book because she host me for like Christmas Eve. Little baby board books because my sister's baby shower is this weekend. We asked for little books instead of cards with a little note in there from people. So I got baby animals, and these are the little ones that you can like touch. And then I got Click Clack 1, 2, 3. I thought I got another one, but I don't see it in the top here. I also got another Frozen Alpine Adventure book, and I got a Disney Princess Christmas Adventures. So I got 2 more coloring books for my nieces and nephew. So overwhelming. Ready? Young Jane Young by Gabrielle Zevin, and this one I got because Chelsea talked about it. She read this, I believe, for Contemporary-a-thon and really loved it, so I picked this up as well. It was legitimately like a couple dollars. I picked up And I Darken because I listened to the audiobook of this and I really wanted to get my own copy. This is a library binding, so there's no jacket on this. It's just a hardback, but the like image is on it. Oh man, I forgot about this one. I also got the book 4 of the Sweet Evil series by Wendy Higgins. This one is told from the male POV, where the first 3 are told from the female POV, and I really had no intentions of ever reading this, and then I found it on there and it was really cheap, so I picked it up. It's actually bigger than I thought it would be too. It's larger than the other 3. Still horrible cover, but I'm gonna read it and enjoy it. Life Goes On Until It Doesn't, Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. And I saw somebody after the fact review it and say that they hated it. I gave it 1 star. I think it was Riley. I also picked up The Distance Between Us by Casey West because I'm trying to give her a shot. And I also just think that these are really good for traveling books. Meg Cabot's Size 12 and Ready to Rock. Is this a series? Did I not know this? I don't know if this is part of a series, and I don't know if it's the first book of a series, but I know that Chelsea talks about Meg Cabot all the time, and I didn't know where to start with her. They did have a couple other books on the website, but this says Heather Wells is back. So probably not book 1. So I may not be reading that anytime soon. Ooh, I'm excited about this one because I wanted to read this soon. I got The 12 Days of Dash and Lily. And obviously I've seen this everywhere. This ends up in like a ton of different readathons. This might end up in Cramathon at the end of the year because it is super tiny. I have Between the Wild by Natalie C. Parker. I don't know anything about it. It's a lovely modern fairy tale tangled and dark as the swamp it lurks in. American myth at its very best. This one I think was in like the newly arrived section and then also just like the most purchased section. So I picked it up. Ooh, here's another baby book. I got Click Clack ABC, also for my little niece that's coming soon. Dusk or Dark or Dawn and Day by Shauna McGuire. Now this is not a part of the Every Heart a Doorway series. It's still super tiny. And I think Chelsea read this. I don't think she was like the biggest fan of it, but it's Sean McGuire and I wanted to have it. So that's another one that would work for the Cramathon just because it's super, super tiny too. And then I got The Outsiders because I've never actually read it. And I know Dylan talks about this one. A lot of people do. And I just I've never read it. This is by S.E. Hinton. And this is the like collector's platinum edition. This is like an anniversary edition. How tiny and perfect are these for like a read-a-thon or something? I also picked up Nerve because I've seen it everywhere. I've never read it and I've never seen the movie, but I think I've heard people say that the book is better than the movie. We'll see how that goes. This is by Jean Ryan. Dylan's gonna be so happy. I have read We Are the Ants before, but I did not have my own copy. I had a library copy, so I picked this up for a couple dollars and I figured I can annotate it when I read it again because I do want to give it another shot. It was like a 3-star read when I read it the first time. And then I got Cruel Beauty because it looked cool and it looked like a V.E. Schwab cover. Doesn't it look a little bit like Vicious? Maybe it's just the stairs. I don't know. Her mission was to kill him. Her destiny was to love him. Seems super angsty. I don't know anything about it. This is by Rosamund Hodge. I got Tiger Lily, which I also read, but this was a library read. And this is a super diverse, not Peter Pan retelling. It's like Tiger Lily from Peter Pan, but it's really diverse, dark, and really, really cool. So I picked this up because I've already read it, but I wanted to have a physical copy, and that could be another one that could go for traveling book. Oh, this is by Jody Lynn Anderson. Scythe by Neil Shusterman, which I had as a library book, but then never got around to for like Borrow-a-thon one year, so I figured I'd grab that. I also grabbed Valiant, or The Valiant by Leslie Livingston, because I've heard really good things about this one. This is about a female gladiator, and I think it made its rounds because it was like a sponsored book or something on BookTube. The reviews were good enough, so I wanted to check it out, especially for like a couple bucks. Then I picked up The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, which I also got for like a Borrow-a-thon and then never got around to and really wanted to. This is another one, guys. The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord, and this one, again, I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about. I hear it's very, very emotional. A camp for kids that have been through hard times after her mom has cancer. Because You'll Never Meet Me by Lee Thomas. It won an award and it seemed really cool. The reviews were pretty decent on Goodreads. Ollie is deathly allergic to electricity. Moritz's weak heart would stop beating without his pacemaker. Meeting in real life could kill them, so instead they write letters to each other. I don't know. Also picked up Sarah Dessen's Saint Anything because apparently I want to give Casey West and Sarah Dessen more chances, even though I'm not the hugest fan of theirs. But everybody who has told me to keep going with Sarah Dessen has said that this was their favorite. And then I got Tiny Pretty Things by Sonia Sharapotra and Danelle Clayton. Sure, just because it looks pretty. I don't know anything about it. Perfection comes at a price. It's an elite ballet school, apparently, but that's all I know about that one. I got Made for You by Melissa Maher because I love Melissa Maher. She is the author of the Fae series that I just got done reading, and I've never really read anything else by her, so I wanted to read this one, and I don't know anything about it. One wants to kiss her, the other wants to kill her. That's what this is about. I'm going to read it. Also seems like it would be short, so I could read this, maybe annotate it, and then use it for a traveling book. It's my goal is to use as many of these for traveling books as I can. Then I got The School for Good and Evil, book 3, which I've already read, but I own books 1 and 2, so I wanted to have book 3. So this one completes my trilogy, The Last Ever After. And I did really like this trilogy. It's a really big book for a middle grade, but it's a really cute middle grade, so I wanted to have all 3 of them, and now I do. Got another little short book. This is The Anatomical Shape of a Heart. Some People Are Worth the Risk by Jen Bennett, and I believe this is just a contemporary. I don't know anything else about it, but the cover looked appealing to me, so I picked it up. I got Mila Gray's Come Back to Me, because again, looked like a contemporary. I'm gearing up for the next contemporary-thon, guys. I don't know when it's going to be, but I'm ready for it. Brothers and Maureen, and his friend is off limits, but is he? Who knows? The Boy Most Likely To by Huntley Fitzpatrick. He was the last person she expected to fall for. It's also just a gorgeous cover. Like I went for cover buys. Something Deadly This Way Comes by Kim Harrison. This is just a novel by Kim Harrison. And Kim Harrison is the one that wrote the Hollows series, which you guys know I love the Hollow series. Other than her Hollow series, which has a ton of books in it, I don't think I've read anything else by her. So I wanted to pick up something else. Oh, See Where Madison's Destiny or Something Like It Begins. So this is not the first of a series, so I'll probably not be reading this anytime soon. I gotta look for the other ones. Way to go, Julie. Speak, which is a National Book Award finalist, a groundbreaking novel that changes everything by Laurie Halse Anderson. seen this everywhere. It's a gorgeous cover. This is definitely a scratch and dent, but that's fine. It's nice and tiny. Again, great for cramathon. I can annotate this, use this as a traveling book because it should be pretty quick to get through. I don't know what this is about, but I've seen it everywhere, so now I have it. Now I can figure that out. I also got 13 Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson, and again, I don't know anything about this. This is totally a scratch and dent, like it's all bent up. But again, this would be great for a traveling book because it's nice and short and it's contemporary, I believe. I also got All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders because this is a gorgeous cover. That's it. That's the only reason. Don't know what this is about. Oh my god. It's about an ancient society of witches and a hipster technological startup. I'm so excited right now. A battle between magic and science rages in San Francisco. I just got so stoked. So I'll be reading that one at some point. I also got the Bane Chronicles because apparently I'm just garbage for Cassandra Clare, and I do love Magnus Bane, and I'm reading Lord of Shadows right now, which catches me up on like all of her writing. I saw this there for a couple bucks and I figured I'd give it a go. Then I got Lila Sales' This Song Will Save Your Life because I've heard nothing but amazing things about it, and I've seen a whole bunch of different covers for it. This is one of those soft feel covers and it looks gorgeous. It's nice and short. Another one that I think would work really well for the traveling book. I've heard that it's really phenomenal and I've been waiting to get to it. So this is nice and short, and again, probably a great one for cramathon or just in general. So I want to get to that. And I saved the best one for last, guys. I don't know if it's the best one. It's just the one that I'm probably most excited for. And it's The Hollows Insider. This is new fiction, facts, maps, murders, and more about the world of Rachel Morgan by Kim Harrison. And it is a giant like codex for the Hollow series. I desperately want to reread, and I just think that this would be so cool to have. So this is the last book. This is book number 41, and this is just a guide to the world. So when I reread the books, I really do want to kind of like look through this. It's got different case studies and different like protection charms and spells and notes on different characters and stuff like that. So I just thought this would be a cool companion book for the series, and you guys know that it's like one of my favorite series ever, so I picked that one up. That's all 41 books, but I also have this package from Inspired Ink, which has some bookmarks in it, so I figured I might as well open this one up while I'm here. I do have more bookmarks coming. They haven't come in yet. I placed a whole bunch of like Small Business Saturday and Black Friday sales. Not a whole bunch. I placed like 2. So there's some from Hey Atlas, I think, coming, but this is the Inspired Ink. Also, one of these is a custom order, and she immediately reached out to me about like perfecting my custom order, which was so sweet of her. So I was really excited about that one. And then all of them come like personally wrapped with little Christmas stickers. There's also a freebie. I think you get a freebie in every order. So that's really cool. But this is like the sweetest. These are laminated, which makes them like great for actually using, and her name's on all of the back of these, the Inspired Ink. This says Don't Let the Hard Days Win by Sarah J. Maas from A Court of Mist and Fury. I like that. Sometimes you read when you're just like super down in the dumps. So a little reminder never hurts. I'm gonna open Rudolph next because he's so cute. Which one is it? Which one is it? This is You Have Me Until the Last Star in the Galaxy Dies, You Have Me. This is from Illuminate, which was like one of the sweetest. There's no better like ode to love than that. Like, you have me until the last star dies. Are you kidding me? So sweet. Oh, this is the freebie. This one is Team Renegades and Team Anarchists. This is from Marissa Maher, which I'm not a fan of. Her new book, Renegades, which I could care less about. So that might end up in a giveaway or something at some point if I ever do one. I'm going to do the other little lumberjack who's skiing. So this one says, we read in bed because reading is halfway between life and dreaming. I love that. Again, the purple. Can you tell? Like, I went for like an aesthetic throughout these apparently. This is gorgeous. I love this paper. I don't want to rip it, and I'm going to have to. Yes, this is my Ravenclaw, and it says wisdom between the Ravenclaw letters, which means this must be my custom, and it's my Pages and Pens. I love it. and she reached out to me to make sure that like the actual color of the teal was correct and to see which kind of like font and layout I liked best, which was super, super amazing. I was just gonna kind of like take whatever I got, but she was amazing working with me on this, and I love that it says Pages and Pens. I don't have anything that's like custom to my channel, so I was really excited to have this one. So really, really happy with these, really happy with like the size and the weight and the way that they're laminated so that you can use them without them being like damaged, which I appreciate. And I love the like personal touch of wrapping all of them. I know that had to take so much more time. And that's everything for my order so far. I do know that Hey Atlas is coming. If it comes like today, I might add it into this, but if not, you'll just get it in a different haul or on Instagram, so follow me there. And that's it for my gigantic 41 book plus bookmark book haul. I don't know what I'm going to title this, like most giganticest ever. I'm really, really excited to have a whole bunch of contemporaries for more contemporary-a-thons, books for traveling books. If you know of like a favorite that I hauled in this particular one, definitely let me know down below and I will be sure to bump it up. I'm thinking that right now, these are the ones that I want to get to like the soonest, which is the 12 Days of Dash and Lily, the Shauna McGuire, Dusk or Dark or Dawn or Day, Made for You by Melissa Maher, This Song Will Save Your Life, All the Birds in the Sky, Speak, The Outsiders, and Sweet Temptation, because I have like a basis for these. Yay for book hauls. I'm really excited. I hope you guys had fun with this haul. If you did, be sure to give me a big old thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next one. Bye guys.